Leave how? You ripped the bow off of our boat. Pretty sure it'll sink the moment we go to sea.
I guess they're gonna try to take. No, oh, they're doing something. They're trying to climb each other to get onto the ship.
Yeah, they're doing a human ladder. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Arcloid, and we're here with episode 17
17.
of One Piece. Why don't you go ahead and remind everybody what happened last time?
Well, Django is chasing Kaya. I think that's how you pronounce it now, right? And he was cutting down a bunch of trees with the chakrams, which had really impressed me because you know how hard it is to actually cut real wood. And let's see, we got to see Luffy stare down Kuro and berate him for not being a proper pirate. You'll get more into that this next episode from what I saw in the preview, but other than that, uh, Kaya had signed over her fortune and manor to Kuro under threat by Django, but he promised not to kill the Usopp pirates if she did that of her own free will. He didn't have to hypnotize or anything. But just before he was about to make the killing blow, Usopp and Zoro show up. So we're going to get to see a pretty interesting fight, I think, with probably Usopp's going to be doing a lot of distracting on Django while Zoro uses the swords and tries not to look when he's getting hypnotized. That's going to be an interesting fight.
Well, I don't know, Usopp couldn't stand up before. Had to have Zoro carry him.
Oh, that's true. So he's probably just going to be on the ground while Zoro does all the work, even though Zoro is injured with bits of shirt stuck in his wound.
Yeah, but Zoro always has to fight injured. Like during the buggy fight where he was stabbed in the side.
Yeah, they must be on the sea for a long time for his injuries to heal between each arc.
Or it's an anime.
You make good arguments, sir.
Alright. Well, with that, I think we should just go ahead and get into it.
Indeed, I'm ready.
But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
You know you love it uncut. I like how the hand spreads out a bigger scroll than was actually the scroll because it's unfurling the entire screen.
Well, the camera pans to the right, which means that he's already been unfurling, I guess, a scroll that's already outside of the camera.
And so it's like a scroll within a scroll.
Well, I don't know exactly what you're referring to. I just mean that when we start the camera is positioned at like the edge of the scroll, and
Yes.
it's furled off to the left to its very edge, and then we pan right and see the scroll has already been unfurled to a distance before the start of the animation.
Yes, exactly. The wipe cut using the hand as if it were unfurling the scroll. It made it look like there were two scrolls in one, basically. At least to me.
Well, I mean, we got one more recording in us today, so I guess maybe I'll see it next time. I legit have never seen a hand in the opening, so it's already beyond me.
At least I think I saw a hand. I'm pretty sure I did. So you got me doubting myself. And you know, self doubt is the worst crime in an anime. You got to believe in yourself.
It's entirely possible I haven't noticed it. That's what I'm saying. I have never noticed a hand in that very beginning.
And you've seen
So,
over 1,000 episodes.
not recently.
True.
Or I guess make the jokes clerk. The clerk's joke, rather. See 1,000 episodes all at once?
Oh, I remember that joke. Yes, I will say no more.
Not his friends.
Excuse me.
I mean, I get the implication is that Luffy's pissed off that this is a guy who would kill his own crew, but
Exactly.
he's shouting, "Why would you do this to your friends?" It's not
Well,
his
I
friends.
think the word that Luffy uses for crew, it also means like very close friends. Almost, it's an almost familial sense, but it can be used as crewmates as well. It's like one of those words like simpatico in Spanish that means a lot of different things depending on the context. But anyway, like he calls his crew by the same word that he used for Koro's crew, and he treats his crew more like family.
Well, that just implies bad language skills then.
Well, it's an issue with the translation, but I'm just remembering what my friend Jason had told me about this show when we were watching it. Now your plan of 3 years is a complete failure. Way to go, Luffy. Just fly cold water directly to burn. They're going to start rooting for Luffy now.
Well, the way he's holding Kuro makes no sense to me. He's wrapped his legs around his front and he's got his arms twisted around the back of his arms, meaning that swinging them forwards is the most natural and easiest thing you should be able to do.
Yeah, I'll see when get closer. When we get back to that scene. So I told you that Usopp would be in the fight.
No, you said he would be a distraction. And I
Is it?
said he can't move.
Well, there was the fact that this is not hardly a lethal attack like a sword, so it's a distraction.
He's not attacking him with a sword.
No, he's attacking Django, not with a sword, but with a pellet.
Right,
It's
no, you
hardly,
said it's not a lethal attack with a sword. Zoro was cutting a tree branch out of the way so that Usopp could fire his
yes.
pellet at him.
Oh no, I said it's not a lethal attack like it would be with a sword. So he's a distraction while Zoro is the main threat. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, I spoke unclearly. Good headbutt. We just saw two pairs of glasses broken at once. Good juxtaposition there.
I'm pretty sure he said it a number of times already. I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
We quote Dwarf Porter, such enthusiasm in one so young.
Leave how? You ripped the bow off of our boat. Pretty sure it'll sink the moment we go to sea.
I guess they're gonna try to take. Oh, they're doing something. They're trying to climb each other to get onto the ship.
Yeah, they're doing a human ladder.
さすがのあんたもそれだけやられたら倒れるのね。ね、さっき何怒ってたの？俺、あいつら嫌いだ。あいつら間違ってる。
This is when Luffy gives the
んじゃね
speech about how Kuro should be.
何言ってんの
No, he said friends.
当たり前じゃない海賊なんてあんたが考えてる
Oh,
ような
that's the same word he uses for cruise, so it's a synonym in at least the Japanese context. Smother him with a hat.
Yeah, they sailed off without picking up Django.
Oh no, these poor kids can't tell their story. Yeah, I always call it the exaggerator. You Scott scolded me for using that word about him.
Because he's a liar. Who told you he was an exaggerator?
He said it himself.
The liar told you that?
Well, yes, there is a strange irony to listening to a liar, but yes. Maybe not an irony, but a foolishness, but I can be forgiven for that. So, Onion, how did you break your glasses? You need to stay silent. His parents are going to beat his little ass.
See? They know he's a liar.
He called him an exaggerator, so maybe I'm onto something.
だよきっと
They'll come to love him for it, but still they chase him off with like
ありがとう。
pitchforks and
お
whatnot.
前たちがいなかったら村は守り
They
きれ
don't
なかっ
love
た。
him for it.
何言ってん
Because they're
だ
used to it doesn't
お
mean they
前が
love
何も
him
しなき
for
ゃ
it.
俺は動かなかった
Dude was still
ぜ
clearly pissed.
俺も
Just ready to get
どうでもいい
pissed off at
じゃ
him.
ない
Well, I mean,
そんな
love
こ
in
と
the Stockholm syndrome
せ
kind
っ
of
かく手に
sense.
入ったんだし
俺はこの機会に一つ腹に決めたことがある。
あ
He's going to abandon the kids who are probably orphans and become a pirate with Luffy.
So you've already shifted from his parents are going to beat his ass for breaking his glasses to they're orphans.
Well, it's one. I don't know. It's going to be one or the other, right? But
キャプ
then
テ
again,
ン
that
ジェ
is a
ット
dichotomy. Broken and it's dirty. An adult hanging out with 4-year-olds. That's kind of creepy, yes.
Technically, they're 9. It's math. That's how math works. They formed the Usopp Pirates 5 years ago when they were 4.
Oh, when they were 4. Yeah, but how old was he then?
I don't know. He's your favorite character. You tell me.
Asking me to do math, and I don't even know how old he is.
I'll take however old he is and subtract it by 5.
I'll have to look up the wiki page on him then to know how old he is.
だ。
Flashback.
できた。嘘のお
He
兄
does
ちゃん。
look younger there, at least.
お前ら誰だよ。慣れ慣れしいぞ。
They look the same.
The same? They definitely look younger.
そっか。キャプテンウソップと尊敬を込めて呼ばれるようになってきたか。
みんな嘘つきウソップって呼んでるよね。
See, everyone calls him Liar Usopp.
よし。今日からお前らもウソップ海賊団だ。
But they also call him an exaggerator, so I guess it's a euphemism.
One guy. One guy called him an exaggerator.
Yes, and I like the spin.
捕獲しろ。小麦粉だし。
すっげえキャプテン。
当たり前よ。俺は勇敢なる海の。
Stupid. Ooh. What a burden coming from a child. I figured that from Onion.
Well, that he wants to write a novel?
Yeah. But I do like that he's telling them to follow their dreams. Oh no, the Writers of Rohan moment.
You're going how? You don't have a boat.
What happened to the Nami's boat?
I was going to say I forgot about Nami's boat.
Oh, she's gonna give him one?
I think I was just confusing the live action show with this one. In the live action show, when they show up here, they have to get rid of their boat.
For once, I remembered something better than you. But then you have two separate continuities of the show to keep in your head.
I never claimed to have good memory.
Better than mine.
Says you.
I wish I had a backpack that big.
Why? You wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
Well, maybe just enough to get out the door. Imagine what that did to his nose. Oh, Mary lived. Look at Luffy's face.
いいのか。ええ、ぜひ使ってください。
It's literally the boat from the opening. It's not a huge surprise.
No,
Eventually, it was going to show up.
yeah, I just didn't know when, so this is nice.
ゴーイングメリー号でございます。同作の説明をしますが、まずクルーガーネットによるヤードの調節に関しましては、
ああ、ダメダメ。船の説明なら私が聞くわ。いい船だな。
That's
僕たちの
canon.
選手かっこいい。航海に
Well, it's in the show. It would have to be.
すべて積んでおきましたから。ありがとう。踏んだり蹴ったりだな。
至れり尽くせりだアホ
Ow!
何やってんだ。
I has to hurt those rocks. It's not dirty anymore. Get that dude to his nose.
She went from wearing a house coat all the time to this odd 60s, 70s business suit.
The juxtaposition of different fashions is kind of interesting to see on this show. You got a captain.
It does make everything ring different now that you've mentioned that crew and friends mean the same thing to him.
It helps the show make sense, I think.
Well, I mean, it made sense fine to me before. Now it's recontextualizing every time he says one word or the other.
Yeah, Kaizuka, that means pirate.
Yeah, but they only say pirate when they mean pirate.
Right.
There's been not a double meaning like pirate. I mean, like crew and friend has.
Right. But that was another word Jason tried to teach me when I was watching this. Well, it's going to be interesting. A story from his childhood. So he was an orphan. Oh no.
I mean, we know he doesn't.
Right, but it's so sad to see. She just yielded on out.
だからか、母の死後も彼は叫び続けました。彼の父親の乗る海賊船が
And everyone just
いつの
forgives
日
his
か
father
海
for
岸に
never
現
coming
れやし
back.
ないかと自分を迎
I'm
え
sure
に来
they'd
て
be
くれ
mad
た
at
のでは
him
ないか
for
と。
leaving him there.
What about he loves his dad?
あの嘘には
Luffy loves
彼
his
の願い
dad.
も込められている
Everyone's
の
just
だ
cool
と
with it.
村の人たちは言います。この村で両親を失ってしまった彼にとって同じ境遇に立たされたお嬢様を放ってはおけなかったのでしょう。あなたはこれからもっと強くなる必要がありますね。今日までの彼の行為に応えるためには。
See, he's the word crew.
But was the Japanese the same word as friend?
How would I know? How would I
Exactly.
possibly know? I'm reading text in English. I'm not actually listening to the specific words.
Oh no, you just started a whole trend. Pirates have just left you, silly boys.
Well, I mean, you just heard a little bit of what's happening next episode.
Talked over it too.
Yep. Anyway, he didn't start a trend. He's been doing that for 5 years. If they just suddenly decide to do it themselves, it's not a trend that he started. They're just continuing something that he was doing. And made worse by the fact that no one's expecting these three kids to be doing it because they don't have a history of doing it.
Well, I was kidding mostly, but it was for comedic effect.
Sure. Well, I'm being pedantic. Yeah, either way, that's the end of this arc. For some reason, I thought the 3 episodes that we were going to watch today were going to dead end the arc. But it looks like we're going to be starting the first episode of the next arc.
I have to pay extra special attention because I've never seen this bit that to my memory.
おいこの島不気味だよ戻ろうぜ
宝探しか。なんかワクワクすんな。
気をつけろ、なんかいるぞ。
なんなのこいつ。めちゃめちゃ怪しいわね。
島の守り神だってよ。
面白い。投資家。次回ワンピース。あんたが珍獣。
He's a little boy.
仲間。海賊王に。
I've seen him. He did that in the first episode. He did that in the second episode, too.
So bullets are okay because they're like blunt, but blades will cut them.
Yes. Remember Elvita hit him with a club and he was fine?
Yeah, it's a club. Well,
He absorbed all
I mean, I'm
the...
not arguing. I'm just.
He reflected all the bullets that got shot at him when they were shooting at Zoro.
Yeah, I remember that now, but I guess because, like I said, bullets aren't sharp tipped unless you're
I know
getting,
you're
like,
not
automatic
arguing
ones.
because there's nothing to argue. I'm literally citing examples. There's no way
Yeah.
you could argue against it unless you started saying, no, that didn't happen.
And I'm not Usopp.
Anything you want to wrap up with here?
Oh no, it was really good to see Usopp's backstory and like why he started up the whole pirate lying thing that he was doing, saying that they were in town. Now we know why, and it's really sad. But his father went off to be a pirate without him, so we knew it had to be pretty tragic already. But then his mother died, so that just really cements it.
Yeah, I may find it a bit sadder if not for the fact that I've once seen it before, and then I've seen it in live action recently, so for me, it's just a thing that I've seen a number of times. It's hard to get for me to get emotional.
It's like watching the Batman origin story for the upteenth time in 18th different medias.
I don't know. I'm also just objective when I watch a thing. I take it in factually, so unless it really hits home in some form or fashion, I tend to not really just get emotional about it.
Well, I didn't cry or anything, and I will do that when
Oh,
watching.
you did. I
certain
saw you.
scenes.
You cried. You were crying. Man, you were so crying. It was hard. It's hard to watch. It's unbelievable, man. I've never seen a man cry so much.
I think you're trying to rival Usopp here just because you want me to like you.
I don't even know what you meant to say.
I'm saying you're lying, my man.
I don't know. You'll have to wait for this episode to go live and watch yourself. It's the only way you'll be able to tell.
I don't remember wiping my eyes unless they were dry once.
See, you don't even remember. You were crying. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up for this episode. Once again, I have been Theta, this has been Arcloid, been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?